76 degrees at 6:30 a.m. I'm ready for some more spraying weeds. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to head out to the big pasture and spray the weeds along the fence near the road. Well, it's supposed to be hot again today. I'm getting a little earlier start. I think it's around 9 a.m. Usually I wait until around noon. I don't know why. Anyway, today I'm getting started a little early. And hopefully this will be my last fence that I need to spray for a weed killer. For a while anyway. I might end up spraying again later on in the summer. All depends on how fast the weeds grow back. Let's take a look at this sycamore that I parked here a few days ago. There's always a possibility that those, especially when it starts raining in wintertime, that those blocks on the bottom will sink again like they did before. But I really didn't put no support underneath them, except I did add a block underneath. Those are the stones, the blocks that I had before, but I added stones underneath each one, or another block. I don't know if that'll help, but it can't hurt. You just have to wait and see how long it takes for that to sink, especially in wet weather. But I think I got it supported good enough, so it won't go backwards. Maybe. I'll just have to wait and see. The other one was set there for 10 years, at least 10 years, since I used it last. So we'll see how long this will last here. Eventually though, when I'm too old to do anything, to use it again, I'll have to take it back to the farm. That's where it really belongs. But I'm always afraid they're going to sell it, which I guess they have the right to do if they have to. Okay. All right, I'm going to head out to the big pasture now and get some more spraying done today for the weeds. It's only been a couple days since I sprayed those weeds. Not yesterday, but day before yesterday I sprayed those weeds back there and all the way across the back side. All the way over there. And over that way too. So it's just a matter of time. These here already look dead, most of them. I sprayed them a while back, about a week ago or more. So those should be looking dead too in about a week. So we'll check it then. Although I check it every day anyway. There's a slight breeze from the west. Hope that's not going to interfere with my spraying. It's a light wind, so I don't think it'll matter too much. Okay, we'll see. Yeah, just a little wind. Okay, Shadow, ready to go? Let's go. First things first, I'm going to spray both sides of this area here before I go on the other side of the gate. Yeah, I'm going to spray this side all the way to the post and then come down this side. Or either back and forth, whatever. Well, I'm going to spray both sides. I'm going to start right there at the post and spray the fence there to the gate. Then I'll come back along this side, spray this side, just to keep it cleaned up a little bit. There goes the bull. He's coming in for the water. A couple calves already went down first. Yeah. There's only a few there. Oh, here comes the rest around the corner up there on top. Coming around. Bull's already down there by the I'll call it the swimming pool. Yeah, they're coming. There'll be some more. Okay, let me get back to work. Spray this fence all the way to the corner. Now I'm going to spray the other side. I'm going to spray this side. There's no fence, but I just like to have it cleaned up a little bit. Well, I sprayed this area here all the way down. So both sides are sprayed now. Now I'm going to go down there and spray both sides of the pasture road. Okay, I'm going to spray this fence and then come back along this fence. Yeah. Okay, let's finish this one. Oh, they look comfortable in there. Even the calves showed up. Yeah, the calves showed up too. Yeah, so they're down here today. 5 calves from this year. Yeah. At least they're staying cool in this hot weather. So that's good. They got another pond up on top, but I guess they like this one better. Yeah. I think it's because of the sand. The pond has mud. This one has sand at the bottom. Okay. You just enjoy yourself, cows and bull. Okay. I finished spraying this side. Now I gotta go over there and spray that side. Try to spray as far as I can out that way, away from the fence. The wind is from the south right now, southwest, so the wind is actually helping me blow that spray all the way out into those tall weeds there. So that's good. That'll help. Yeah, see the wind? You can see the wind on the trees. It's blowing that way. So that's helping me with my spray get further out. Well, I was wrong about the calves. 2 of them showed up. The oldest and the youngest. Oh, no, that's not the youngest. The oldest one is there from this year. And then the third calf, bull calf. They're down here, but the other 3 are probably still up somewhere, up in the woods, staying cool. Yeah, in the shade somewhere. Anyway, they look comfortable in there, don't they? Yeah, I'm glad I got this little hole for them. Yeah, little swimming pool. Swimming hole. Yeah, not a pool. Pool. Swimming hole for the cattle. I sprayed both of those fences, both sides. And the wind's helping me go that way, but I come over here to spray this rose bush. Been meaning to do that for years now. There's some more of these things in here, and there's an old wooden hay feeder. I left the gate open down there. That's okay. That's what I'm going to go back to. I'm going to spray this rose bush real good, and then I'm going to spray that one too. Since I'm here. Since I had the sprayer on, I went ahead and sprayed these ironweeds and those bushes down there. I didn't spray none of these milkweeds here. I let them grow for the butterflies. I got to go back to my truck, pull that truck in here, close the gate behind me, and then I'd say park about down there, and then I'll have to walk back to that corner, spray that, and then I'll spray the rest of it, and my truck will be closer when I'm done. Yeah, this stuff has grown back. I see a lot of white clover in here and grass. Oh, there's a log. I gotta pick it up. Okay, these two fences are done, and I gotta drive in and park it down the fence line by the road. But then I'll have to walk back to the corner. I used about half the sprayer tank so far, but I got plenty extra. I won't run out. Well, I'm going to park it here. I was going to park it down there in the shade, but I don't think there's enough shade to cover the truck. So I'll just leave it here. Okay, this will be the last section that I spray. And when I get done, I won't have so far to walk to go to the truck. But I will have to walk pretty far to go to the other corner, to start spraying again. If the cattle are going back up, there goes the bull. He's usually the last one. Yeah, they're headed up into the pasture again. They make a lot of dust now. Carries pretty far too. You can see which way the wind's blowing. It's kind of blowing against me here on this fence, but I don't need to go too far out because I'm going to mow that again eventually on the outside with the lawnmower. As long as I can get it underneath the fence a little bit and on the other side. I got to walk back down there with my sprayer, start on that corner and come this way, spray everything on this fence, and then I'll continue spraying unless I have to refill. Then I'll look at my poster, not very straight. Anyway, I sprayed it there, work away around that side, and eventually I'll end up over there. And once I get that done, then I'll be done. I'm spraying weeds for a while, but first I got to walk down there, start spraying. Well, at least the sprayer is only half full right now, so I won't have to carry as much weight as it would have if it was full. But being half full, I might have to reload before I'm done. I was able to spray from that corner all the way to this corner behind me. And I was wrong about the shade. There is enough shade for the truck. But that's okay. I just got a little bit left to spray. Yeah. Spray to that end there and I'll be done. Well, I'm going to take a little break and cool off inside the air-conditioned truck first. Setting up a storm here. Okay. Let's cool off and rest. I'm going to go ahead and fill that up because I might need to spray something around the house eventually. So it's okay if I fill that up. I might have enough in there to finish this fence here, but oh well, it's okay. I don't have to run out and have to come back and fill it up again. Anyway, that's all sprayed up to about here. I cleaned that culvert out here not too long ago. And it looks like there must have been a flood since then, because all the debris that I had up there is gone. They floated away or somebody moved it. Who knows? Anyway, I unplugged it. Feeling better now. This long fence is done. It's sprayed. I got to spray this section here all the way out on the side of the truck over there. Oh, I can see there's a lot of elderberries growing here and down there, just like they did before. A couple of years ago. I don't think it was last year. I think last year, might have been last year. I don't remember anymore. I thought it was 2023 that I harvested a bunch of elderberries here and here. But in that fall, after I harvested everything, or even before I harvested everything, the road people came and mowed it all down. Even though they're only supposed to mow the ditch, because my fence is here, they decided to mow that too. So if I want to save these, I'm going to have to put a little fence here, markers or something, and with a sign says, "Do not mow." If I want to mow it, I'll mow it. Yeah. The only reason I got the fence pushed in here because of all the flood. Well, actually, I think if I remember right, when I first built the fence here, I'm not sure, but I think this was full of trees and stuff, and I didn't want to clear them, so I moved my fence in. But then, after a while, I think I cleared it, or the road people cleared it. I don't know what happened, but anyway, for some reason, I built the fence over this way. No, I think it had something to do with the fence that I was going across here. I had a fence going across because I used to have that fenced over there. Yeah, but I changed it. But this was always here. So this fence was always here. I don't think it had nothing to do with what's growing there. Anyway, that's not the problem. Problem is they're mowing too much. Yeah. The ditch is right there. So all they need to do is mow the ditch. The ditch is there. Anyway, that's another problem. Let's start spraying again. Finish this job. I don't need that much, but I filled it up anyway. Yeah, there was so much suds in there, I couldn't put it all in. There's still a little bit left in that jug. There's too many suds coming out from the dishwashing liquid. Okay, let me finish this spraying job out here. Yeah, I'm going to spray as far as I can that way. As far as it'll go. There's some elderberries in there. I'll try to avoid those. I'm done spraying out here. And it's getting hot. So I'm going home. But first I gotta check the creek. Oh, the truck's AC feels so good. Oh well, I gotta get going. Look how tall that tree is over there on the left. That must be a poplar. They're the ones I know that grow so tall. I'm not sure. I'll have to check it out. Yeah. Okay. That's on my neighbor's property anyway, I think. Okay, let's check out the creek. Well, this fence is sprayed for weeds. All the way to here. Yeah. That'll hold the cattle for a while. The thing I'm worried about right here is if they ever get a chance to, they can't come down over this side as far as I can tell. And I don't think they can go down here, it's too steep. And I don't see no footprints. So I don't think they could be coming in here yet. But if they did get through here and went through there, they could get out, because there's no fence back there. There used to be a long time ago. I used to have a fence going across. I still got some T-posts hidden in those weeds there, where I used to go to have the fence go, dummy wire though, go across the other side. But over the years, the erosion took it out. So I just put these wings on here to keep them from going down in there. Because they used to, before they used to, when I had the fence there, they used to crawl down here. make a path. But now the trees are so big. Oh, look at that ash tree. It's got little seeds on it, like the maple. Yeah. Anyway, they haven't been in here yet, but if they wanted to, they could probably get down through here. Yeah. I see the stream is still flowing. Gotta watch out, I'm gonna fall off here yet. Yeah. Stream is flowing, so that's good. Keep this area filled with water. But I remember a couple summers ago, I forget what year that was, but it was so dry in late August. Farther back there, there was no water flowing, but there was water in these areas here, and there was a pool there. So they were, and that area down there by the bridge was so foul that they didn't want to drink that. Of course, they had the pond up on top, so that wasn't a problem. I think they had the pond on top, and they had this little pond over here. But anyway, they would come in here on the edge of those trees somewhere, and they would drink in the little pool of water that was collecting under here, just like this. I don't think it was this far in. But anyway, I gotta think about putting a fence across here again somewhere, in case they do try to get through here. I just don't know where to put it or how to put it. Anyway, that's my problem. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. Look how steep this is. It's all caved in, slid in. Yeah. Yeah. Eroded, as they say, during a flood. Yeah, water's flowing here. But if they wanted to, they could probably come down here somehow. I don't know if they've been down there yet or not. They could actually come down through there too, if they wanted to, but I don't see no tracks anywhere, so I don't think they have been. Pretty sure they can come down here. Yeah, I think this is where it was, where they would, this was like a barricaded, bunch of logs had piled up here somewhere. I think it was here or down there. I'm not really sure where it was anymore. But anyway, the creek wasn't flowing anymore, but there was some pools of water farther down. So they would go in and drink water out of those pools, but they couldn't go any farther because of the log jams. But I think the log jams have been flushed down farther. Yeah. Anyway, the creek's still flowing there. There's another erosion from the flood. But I don't see no tracks yet over there. I don't see no tracks here either. Oh, maybe I see a couple. Let me go farther down. I hear a waterfall underneath that stuff. Creek staying on this side. It's flowing good here. I don't know if they've been in here or not. Pretty sure they've been over there though. It's hard to tell though. There's nothing down there for them to eat much. Yeah, there's a waterfall down in there. Yeah, stream's flowing good. And the waterfall down in there. I think I saw that from the other side once. But I'm pretty sure I know they can get down through here somehow. Yeah, probably from over from that end. And I know they can go down in there. They walk down that way and go back up by that other tree. Yeah. So they can get down in here. Hopefully they won't decide to explore too much down here, because I don't want them getting out down on the other end through the creek. If the cattle ever did find their way down in here, they could get out there. So someday I need to put up a temporary fence across there, call it a dummy wire, just as a precaution. But every time it floods, it's going to wipe it off, you know, break it or wipe it out. Unless I have a quick disconnect, like I had on the bridge. Something to think about. But I can't do that when the hot water's high, but when the water gets lower, I could get in there and work on it. But not right now. Or should I say, not today. This is my shade, so I better head home. Here's that other wet spot. Besides the wet spot that goes through there, the little green strip of green, that's a wet spot. Here's another wet spot. And this ridge here was left over from back in the 80s after I bought this. They had them straighten the creek out, and they put some dirt over here. Most of the work was on that end of the straightening the creek, but here I just had them clean it out and throw everything here. I did the same thing on that side, and that's on that end. But over the years, I was feeding hay bales there, square bales, and even round bales. I'd fed round, but mostly square bales. I fed them on top of that ridge on high ground, and then over the years they knocked it down. There's still a little hump there past those stumps and stuff, so there's still a little ridge there, but this one here is a lot bigger. Yeah, it's hard to mow around. I should have it knocked down and filled that area in there. And that's what I should do, but I don't feel like it. I don't think it's money well spent. But someday maybe. Okay, enough chit chat. I gotta get going. Gotta go home. Look at the clouds. Look at the clouds. Hot. That's so hot. Go home to the air-conditioned house. Okay, fence is all sprayed. That'll be a week, about a week before I could see the weeds and stuff dying under the fence. But oh, there is one place I need to spray again. I sprayed around that post, but my spray couldn't reach far enough because the wind was blowing it back. So I'm gonna go down to that second power pole and spray around there before I forget. Yeah, I like to spray around the post there. So when I do mow around here, I like to spray in between there too. Yeah, like from that post over to here. So when I go around, I don't have to go through there. I like to at least make a pass around the pole. Anyway, my spray wouldn't go up to there, so it was because the wind was blowing that way. So I'm going to spray around here a little bit. And then one of these days I'll come back with the lawnmower and mow 2 or 3, probably 2. Yeah, 1, 2, maybe 3 passes. Something like that. Okay, it's sprayed. I probably won't mow this. I'll let it get a little bit bigger. There's nothing that I can reach over to get anyway. Yeah, get a little bigger. And besides, I want to wait until I can see where the dead grass is, so I won't have to mow that. Dead weeds anyway. In about a week or 2. It should be easy to see where the spray was applied by the dead weeds. Now I can go home. cool off inside the house. Well, it's 11:15 a.m. and I'm already done. I can't think of anything else I want to do today. It's too hot anyway. Yeah, they were calling for, I was watching the weather last night on TV, and the weatherman was saying that it's going to be hot until like Thursday. Friday may be the last day. Then Saturday and Sunday will be a little cooler. Yeah, but then Monday and Tuesday, a chance for rain next week. So, and it's going to be below 90 for a change. All right. Let's see what I can do before the rain comes. I might get that manure hauled out of the barn. Who knows? But not today. Okay. Anyhow, cool off, clean up, and relax in the aircon. 92 degrees Fahrenheit at 11:20 a.m. Where's that cat? I think he's trying to romance the female kitten I got. She's not a kitten anymore. Hi, cat. Looks just like her, a little bit, except there's not as much white on the hind legs. Yeah, he's not as wild as the rest. He doesn't run away as fast as the others. He's a slow walker. I wish he'd. I see him eating here sometimes too. But oh well, I can't force him to be one of my cats. He's looking back at me. Now he's walking away again. Yeah, well, at least he comes here to keep the female cat company a little bit. Well, that's good. She's got neighbor cats to visit her now and then. I don't know where the cattle are. I think they're in the water. Let's go find out. White bird, egret, I think, egret. Anyway, it was down here in my pond, I think, catching frogs. Well, there's a bull. And he don't spend too much time in the water. Yeah, I can see these. I sprayed this about 2 days ago. Was it 2 days ago? Yeah, because yesterday I sprayed. Yeah, big pasture top and the south fence. So the day before that I sprayed all this. So this is like 2 days now. So it's starting to wilt. That's good. I'm starting to wilt too from the sun and the heat and the other bullies over there. Aren't you, bully? Staying cool in the shade. And these 3 cows are here, wedged in there, trying to stay cool in the water and in the shade. Good. That's good. That's it. Stay cool, girls. And have a snack on the tree too while you're at it, like that one over there. He's snacking on the tree leaves. Okay, I gotta go in. It's too hot here. Pond's full of scum on top. Hey, little bully. Are you going to be able to father some calves next year? Huh? I guess time will tell. I'm bringing your little brother, the black bull from last year. Yeah. To help keep you company and take your place if you can't make a calf. It's hot, but cooler in the shade. Cattle got the right idea. Thinking, instead of putting a fence up along the pond dam to keep them going there, I see that's where they go in. They walk in right there. So what I might do is put a fence from there up to here. I already got a T-post stuck in that tree. It's embedded. Yeah, I put a fence there. Put a couple of T-posts in there so they can't go in. Yeah. Actually, I might, I'm out. Flies in my leg. I might bring the T-post out here. Yeah, it'd be better. That way it'll help them avoid. That's the end of the culvert I installed this spring. Plastic one, so that just covers it up. Still lets the water out. Yeah, I'll put a there to there with one. So I need 1, 2, 3 T-posts. Yeah, that'll work better than trying to put one along the pond dam. Yeah, they can still go across, but not as easy. Yeah, here's that cardinal again. I heard it last night. Before it rains next week, if it rains next week, I'm gonna haul this out sometime this weekend. Today's Wednesday. Yeah, it's supposed to be cooler by this weekend, below 90 or around 90. I'll try to haul this out then. It'll be a little drier, I hope. Easier to shovel out or fork out. Well, still nobody in the trap, so that's good. Well, something moved that groundhog. Yeah, something moved it. I don't think the flies did. Yeah, I think something moved it. Anyway, flies are going to eat most of it before the vultures get it. I got a bunch of morning glories growing in the garden. I have to spray them. Before I do anything in the garden, I got to spray the rest of those weeds there. Look at those nice clouds. Look at that big one. Look at that big one up there. Oh, that's a biggie. There's probably some rain in there. I don't think it's going to rain today. Oi! Look at that big bird. That's kind of something. Looks like a stork. Had a big pouch under its neck. That surprised me. I thought it was a buzzard, but it wasn't. Okay, at least it's shady now. The cloud has created some shade. Oh, here he comes again. No, that's just a long neck. That was just a long neck bird. Some kind of heron. Bird landed in that tree somewhere. I saw it moving right up in there. Making a noise. It's in there somewhere. Not exactly sure where. I saw it flapping its wings when it landed. I don't think it flew away yet. Oh well, I'll leave it alone. I'll leave it alone. Yeah, it's still there. I heard it. It's behind those leaves. It's in that tree. Somewhere. Oh well, doesn't matter. A fence from there, here, to there. Yeah, that's a better idea than putting one there. I could still put one there later on if just don't control them. But like I said, they could still walk across the pond to go over there, but they won't be going down this way or this way anymore. I'll do that soon. No hurry. Cattle still under the water. Underwater, in the water, under the tree. I gotta go cool off in the house. I'm hot. Well, if there's any carpenter bees in here, I don't hear them. I see something flying, but I think those are wasps. There's the carpenter bees right here. I don't hear them. I came in to check for the groundhog holes. Spoke too soon. There's one. Guess I could spray for them again one of these days. I'm hoping that the spray that I put on there will kill them when they touch the wood. They're still buzzing around. A few. Down there is where that groundhog dug in. I already covered it up. It was underneath the manger, up against the heat is making the shed buckle. The tin is expanding in the heat. Yeah. Where'd he go? I hear it. There it is. There it is. Yeah. Wouldn't hurt to do some spraying again. In here. Touch it up. But there's not very many. Not very many at all. I'm a came to see what I was doing in the barn. Yeah. Clouds are giving me a little shade. A little bit. Yeah. A little shade. Cloud makes a little shade. Here it comes again. Now I'm getting hot. I can't tell if those transplanted lemongrass, I'm watering every morning and evening. So it should be moist down down in the ground. This one here is my original, so it's doing fine. It likes this heat. I'm hoping that sooner or later I'll get some new leaves shooting up. That way I can tell if it's growing or not. Those 4 transplants. I think I'll just stay cool inside my house the rest of the afternoon. I don't really have anything planned for this afternoon. I got the weeds sprayed, the big pasture, that's done. There might be some touch-up rose bushes I can go out and do sometime. I'll get to them some other time. Okay, I gotta cool off. I'm hot. Well, a couple more days of hot weather, and then by the weekend it's supposed to be down below 90 again, with a possibility of rain next week. Oh yeah, we could use some more rain. Alright, well, that's something to look forward to. Less heat and some rain. Well, it's late in the afternoon now, and I decided to wash a few clothes outside again. I just don't feel like getting the washing machine running just for a few clothes. Yeah, using my old tub again. Worked pretty good. Oh, that sun is hot. Yeah, it's still hot today. But I've been staying cool inside the house today. The rest of most of the day. Did a little work this morning. When the temperature cools, tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday is supposed to still be in the upper mid-90s anyway, mid-90s. And then after Saturday and Sunday and after, it's only going to be around 90 or a little bit below 90. So that'll be more comfortable, and I might cut some grass around here. Yeah, when it cools off a little bit. Yeah, I just have to take it easy in the next couple of days till this heat wave is over. Still gonna be warm. I mean, it's still gonna be near 90, but it won't be in the 90s too much. At least not for a while again. It's summertime though, so it's going to be hot. And it's possible that sometime during the summer it might even get up near 100. Done it before. Done it before. Okay, I'm just going to wait till this fills up with water. I got the soap in already. I just got to wait for it. Get some water in it and I can stir it up. I could be wrong with it. It kind of looks like there's a rain coming out of that cloud right there. That's what it looks like. Right there. Could be just a shadow. Yeah, it could be the shadow of the cloud. But it sure looks like rain. Ain't none here though. Yeah, I think I was right about the rain. Yeah, it's raining over that way. Pretty sure. But the sun's shining up above. Cloud don't look like it's big enough to have any rain in it, but I guess it is. Yeah. Yeah. I could use a little rain now to help my pasture grow and hayfield. Grass needs rain, just like everything else. I think I hear thunder. Or something. Something's rumbling. Huh. Anyway, I'm doing a rinse. I dumped out the old water, the soapy water, and I'm gonna rinse it. I got a wash machine. Probably 40 years old by now, but it still works. Kenmore. I forget where I bought it. I'm thinking. I don't remember. Been so long ago. Bought it when we moved in here in '83. Yeah, or maybe I already had it. No, we bought it when we moved into here. So sometime in the end of '83. Yeah. Yeah, that's thunder. I hear the thunder. It looks. If it ain't thunder, then it's neighbor making noise with the music. That could be that. Could be them too. Yeah. I'm just washing my clothes. Seems like the rain is getting whiter from that cloud. Sun's still bright though. I think the sun's going to go behind the cloud here pretty soon. Yeah, that cloud is being drifted that way. And I'm pretty sure that's thunder. But I could be wrong. Yeah, there goes the sun. Behind the cloud. Oh yeah. That feels a lot better. Than the sun bearing down on me. Yeah. So all that rain coming out of that thunderhead up there. That's pretty tall. That's why it's raining from that one cloud. Even without the sunshine, it's still hot. Whew. I'm still sweating. Okay. Let's get back to washing clothes. The rinse water is full. 6 p.m. and I do hear thunder out of that cloud. Slow rumble. That's what they call a Isolated thunderstorm. Isolated thunderstorm. Too bad I didn't get it here. Thunderhead's even higher than it was before. I think. I hear the rumble of thunder. Is that what they mean when they say the cloud has a silver lining? Like that one there. I wonder why it's only raining on that side. Huh. I guess that's where the heaviest rain is coming down. Right through there. Falling all the way through that cloud, up from the top to the bottom. Oh, looks like the sun will be coming out again right about there. It's going to poke out again, but I'm done washing clothes. I just have to hang them up to dry. Tree frogs are chirping. They must have sensed the rain somewhere. Yeah, tree frogs under my carport. They're in the tree. And there's my laundry. It smells good. It smells clean. But I only had 5 socks. I thought I had 6. I guess I forgot one. I don't know where I did with it. Must have dropped it on the way up here. Oh well, I'll get it next time. Well, I guess the sun didn't come out. Yeah. Thunderhead shrunk. Yeah, but it's still raining over that way. I don't know how far away that is, but it's probably at least 10 miles. Probably closer to town now. Town's over that way. Yeah, so town might be getting one. A little rain. Oh, it feels a little cooler too. Or maybe that's just the wind hitting my skin. I don't have a shirt on. It is cooler without the sun bearing down on me. And my sweat. The wind hitting the sweat. Yeah, it's a lot cooler without that sun. Look at that one. I don't see no rain coming out of it though. But it's pretty big too. Well, it's after 6 p.m. and it's that time of day when cattle should be out grazing. But I think they're still over by the pond. At least the bull is. I can see the bull right there. And the cattle are probably there too. The hiding girls are there too. Well, I'll check them later. Nice thunderhead there. An even bigger one here. And there's the one that was given the rain. That's the one the rain was coming out of. Another thunderhead to the north. There's the one I've been watching all afternoon here. Well, since 5 p.m. anyway. That's the new one. I don't see any rain coming out of it though. There's another one over that way to the southwest. And not much to the south. And not much to the east either. Cattle. One over there. I hear thunder to the southwest. Yeah. One over there and one underneath there. And bullies laid up on top. Yeah, they're probably going to go out to eat pretty soon. Now that it's cooling off a little bit. Yeah. I'm pretty sure she got over there, like walking down that over there. way on the other side of that dock, way over there. She walked in there and then walked along there. But I'll find out. Maybe that's what I'll do tomorrow. I'll put the 3 T-posts in there with a wire. Yeah, I need some quarter insulators and 3 T-posts and some fence insulators. Yeah. Oh, look at Bull. He's relaxing. Yeah. Put that fence up there, then I'll be able to tell how she gets over there. If she don't go down there, she'll have to go in this way and then walk across. Yeah. Yeah, there's the thunder. I hear it. Yeah, I heard thunder out of that cloud there. I'll go check the radar, see what it looks like on the radar. Might take a couple days for this to dry, but it's going to be in the 90s tomorrow and Friday, so this should be dry by the time Saturday rolls around. Probably dry faster if it was hung up on a rope or a line, but I don't have one right now. But this will do. And if it rains, it won't get wet, unless the wind's pretty strong. Looks like that rain fell apart over there somewhat. But the clouds are still hanging around up there. Even bigger one there. Or maybe about the same. Well, there is something. That's where I am, more or less. And I think that's the one that I saw the rain coming out of. And that's the one that just popped up. It's closer to me. And depending on where it's going, it might might come across me. Don't know. So that's probably the one that was to the southwest where I heard the thunder when I was on the porch. But that's the one that got the rain, and it's far. It's more than 10 miles. Yeah, that's more like 20 miles there. Yeah, that was pretty far away. There's always I might get something out of that one if it comes in this direction, so I'll be waiting for it. Yeah, I heard thunder. It might pass just north of me though. I'll keep an eye on it. On the radar and outside too. This showed 6:25 p.m. This is at 6:35 p.m. and the storm is just to the west of me. I'm going to go outside and see what it looks like. I'm getting a little sprinkle. I don't see the cloud that was supposed to be over here. Unless it's this one. Yeah, must be that one. I'm getting wet though. That must be this cloud above me here. Yeah, it looks different from right underneath it. Yeah, this one right here. The wind's blowing in this way. Blowing in from the west, so it's blowing the rain on me. It's just a light sprinkle though. That's the one I saw to the north. Yeah. I think that's the one that I was watching all this time. But the one I'm getting rain from is right above me. Right up here. Okay. That's not much rain, but the radar was right. And I'm getting a little rain. Still feeling the sprinkles. The sprinkle of rain. Very light. Well, the sun's shining. How about that? Yeah, it's not going to amount to much though. Just a few drops. Oh, sun's getting brighter now. That'll dry it up right away. Okay. Well, it's heating up. I think unless another storm pops up, I guess this will be it. That's all, folks. for today anyway. Oh, nothing else. That little rain brought a little relief from the heat. This is 6:40 p.m. and that's the little cloud that I was getting rain out of. That's the one that I was watching all for about an hour. Watching out there, I could see the rain come down, but I think it was that one. Might have been that one. I'm not sure anymore. I think that one was farther north when I started watching that one. Yeah, I think that's the one that was farther. That's the one I was seeing the rain from. Looks like it's weakening. I'm not sure which one's which. I know this is the one I just got some rain out of. A few drops. Okay, that's it. That's all for today. Well, it's 8 p.m. right now. Sun's getting ready to go down. Oh, the swallows are still flying around and singing to each other. Catching bugs. That's their job. Probably mosquitoes. That's what they're good for. That's why I like to have swallows under my carport. They keep some of the bugs under control. Well, I'm not going to wait for the sun to go down completely, so I'm going to call it here a day. And I got something planned for tomorrow. I'm going to put some T-posts up there by the pond. See if I can keep the cattle out of the pond off the pond dam. If that don't work, well then I got another plan. One step at a time. Alright, neighbor soybeans are growing good out there. It's harder to see with the sun going down. Anyway, that's all for today. The newly washed clothes smell so good. It's still about 89 degrees at just after 8 p.m. Sun's going down. Oh, there's a robin on that post. Right there. Oh, robin. Red robin. Kitty! Oh, you're here. I didn't see you earlier today. Did you have a... Oh, there's a cat. There's a yellow cat out there. Yeah, he saw me. He saw me. I think they're after this month. They're after this guy, this girl, aren't you? Maybe you're gonna get pregnant again, huh? Well, if you do, you keep your babies. You hear me? We need more cats around here. Yeah. Well, you're gonna have some boyfriends coming around. Okay.